Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is committed to your safety with 6 hours of continuous team coverage.
This is a relentless storm, Dave.
We're fortunate we all made it out alive.
And our network of skycams across the state alerting you to danger, bringing you live footage of tornadoes as they touch down in Wathau County.
Look at this, Chase. Guys, look at that.
This is ground zero almost. I mean, this is really hard to stomach, like I said.
We take our commitment to being on your side seriously, and together we're Mississippi Strong.
Weekdays, stream First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It's a little bit of a cloudy start for areas a little further south, but overall relatively dry as we take a live look from our First Alert Sky Cam from the Market Max in Macomb, just showing those cloudy skies. Elsewhere, it's just a mixture of sun and clouds, but temperatures are already sitting in the upper 70s, and with the humidity, it feels like 82. So we're going to start to see more humidity as we go throughout the rest of this week, especially going into this weekend. So you can expect it to feel more like the upper 90s and then eventually triple digits by Saturday and Sunday. But we're mostly just going to be talking about dry conditions, but also can't completely rule out a few isolated showers, maybe a few rumbles of thunder, just your typical summertime like weather pattern going into this afternoon and early evening. But we dry out overnight, and then pretty much a copy and paste forecast for the rest of this week. That's pretty much what we're looking at least rain coverage wise. So
here at home, not too many major changes. It's still staying hot. It's still staying at about the actual temperature going forward. The highs are roughly staying the same. And we're not really seeing too many changes. Average for this time of year is 93. We'll fluctuate a little bit above, a little bit below here and there. So no major change in terms of the actual temperature, but feel like temperature, that's a different story. It will be feeling a lot warmer as the week goes on. So especially by the time we hit Friday and into the weekend, most of us will be talking about feel like temperatures ranging into the low triple digits. So I saw places further off to the west, mainly into the Vicksburg area, could be feeling closer to that 110 mark, whereas places around the metro might be into the upper 90s and low triple digits. So it depends on where you are, but still in that range of very, very toasty.
Yeah, so humidity is pretty much going to be the story for us throughout the week. Same going into the weekend, not expecting a lot in terms of rain. It's pretty much just because of that stalled boundary that's further off to the south, and it's just pretty much hanging out there. So it's hindering any kind of rain chances for us that aren't our typical summertime like showers. But we may start to see more of it going into Sunday, and then maybe even Monday of next week. But again, all subject to change since it's about 6-7 days away. So we'll keep a close eye on the rain chances, but not expecting them to be as widespread over the next couple of days. But we're also keeping a close eye on the tropics as things have gotten pretty active as we headed into the beginning of August. We do still have Tropical Storm Dexter. Right now, it's just hanging out in the Atlantic and expected to do so for the rest of its lifespan, if you will. So it's not expected to make landfall, and it's not going to obviously be impacting us here at home, but we are keeping a close eye on two other areas of interest, medium chance of development over the next 7 days. So we'll keep a close eye on those two areas, but no need to worry about Dexter for us here in central Mississippi.
Yeah, thankfully there's a lot of high shear over the Gulf, so that's going to help prevent a lot of stuff going up into the Gulf. So the big concern with that area developing off the coast of Africa is where exactly it'll go. A lot of the models are showing it intensifying and gaining a lot of strength and becoming a system. It's just a matter of where will that go? How strong could it get? So like I said, we see a lot of stuff on the internet. We talked about this earlier. Just don't believe everything you see on the internet. Make sure you have multiple ways of getting updated, and don't put all your faith into one model run. I promise.
Especially when it's 300 hours out. That's like, that's just so far away.
Earlier, I went and looked at the literally the model run before. One had it going right up into North Carolina, and the other one had it completely off out to sea. So there's such a wide range. So it's just important that you continue to have ways of staying updated. This is definitely going to be changing. It's a very fluid motion out there, especially in the Atlantic. So just make sure you have ways of staying updated going throughout the rest of the week.
So for us here at home, relatively quiet weather. But of course, we'll keep a close eye on the tropics because we are going into the height of hurricane season for us over the next, well, we're pretty much getting into it now, but going into September especially. So overall, things look relatively quiet for the rest of today, and pretty much for the rest of this week. It's just going to be noticeably much warmer due to the humidity. But overall, not expecting lots in terms of rain chances. So if you want to be outside or maybe you have afternoon practices, there's a chance that you could see a pop-up shower, but not everyone expected to see the rain over the next couple of days. So
thankfully so. I mean, it is still going to be warm and muggy, people. So make sure you practice the extra heat precautions just in case. We don't have any heat advisories out there right now, but it's still going to be toasty. So just make sure you are taking care of yourself out there. But that's all we got for you. Have a great rest of your day today, and make sure you tune in live and online. We'll have a show at noon as well as another online hit at 2:30 for you. So have a great day.